Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucy Kuria from Nairobi, Kenya. Very happy, Lifestyle Director 2 with Opulence Global. This opportunity, borderless opportunity that you all need to hear about, the amazing, life-changing products that we are always super excited to share. But today, we are here for one reason. We call this our leadership cocktail. And today, the 15th of May, 2022, we have a phenomenal person who is going to share with us her journey. And when I say we have a phenomenal person, she's a sister to me. And you will understand what I mean by that, that she's a sister. As we start, before I introduce her to you, for her to tell us exactly why we are here today to get inspired by her, let me just rewind the clock. I rewind the days, I rewind the months, I rewind the years. And I go to 1998, when I met this person who I'm going to introduce to you, a charming lady. And when I met her then, what I saw, there's some things I saw then I still see today, other things I saw that were packed somewhere. So what did I see and I still see today? This very light-skinned, beautiful girl with a very nice smile, very petite, but despite her petite stature, she had this gorgeous, silky looking hair. So apart from just noticing her face and her smile, her hair stuck with me. We worked in sister companies back in the day, and being in the sister company, there's sometimes every quarter, we would have joint meetings. Customer service and sales and marketing teams would have strategy meetings. And there was this girl who would sit quietly around the table. She would say little or nothing, but her smile never left her face. Very shy. Actually never thought she talks much. Very good at taking notes is what I remember. Anything that would be said, she would note it down. And I remember one day I was asking her whether she still has those books, and she laughed loud because she told me half of them she still has, and she still has those notes. Now, fast forward, 2018, I meet her again, but in a different circumstance and a different person. The only thing that was the same was the light skin, the charming smile, and the gorgeous silky hair, long hair. But however, other things had changed. She had become a bit lanky. She was very confident, loud, very convincing, matter-of-fact statements, and no jokes. This lady was very excited to share with me what she was doing at that particular time. And she told me she had been in network marketing for years. But you know what? I will not preempt her story. Today, she's my mentor, my leader. I'm telling you, if a day ends before I talk to her, whether on chat or on voice, that day will not be this. It's usually not a complete day. She's become that close to me, a sister, mentor, and everything. And she is the one who's introduced me to what I've been doing the last 4 years. She's our Lifestyle Director 2. And we say she's Lifestyle Director 2 heading on to Lifestyle Director 4. This is one, not any other person. Her name is Nancy Wagoi Githuku Kihika. She's married and mother of 3. 2 girls, aged 21 and a half and 18 years, and a young boy, 12 years old. I have the pleasure, privilege, excitement of introducing Nancy Kihika, Lifestyle Director 2. Nancy, welcome to this call. It is so nice to see you. That smile, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the smile that I saw many years ago. It's still there. Welcome to this call. Kindly, just introduce yourself, anything I might have left out in a few words before we set the ball rolling. Over to you, Nancy.
Wow, Lucy, thank you. Thank you so much. Allow me to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the world, everybody on the call. Nancy Kihika is my name. Very, very excited. Lucy, I don't think there's much to add, just to let you know that the shy girl that we started working together those many years ago has grown, has become something different, has become a leader, has become an entrepreneur, has become a mother, and you know what? Leading a global business.
Wow. Thank you, Nancy. But I'm curious, very, very curious. I left you in the corporate world in the year 2000. Tell us, when did your journey in network marketing start? What inspired you to move from the corporate world to network marketing, and how long have you been in network marketing?
Thank you so much, Lucy. It is a question that I meet quite often. Many people ask me, Nancy, what happened? You know, especially people that left me in the job market. And I want to say that time when I was working, if I just share with you a bit of my story, where I'm coming from the job market. Lucy, that time when I was there, I started thinking far and wide. I started dreaming bigger than the dream that I had that time. And I'll tell you the things that triggered me. As you said, I was a young girl. You know what happens? Most of us, we start working when we are young. But along the way, you know, life starts, you know, life, as you keep praying, asking, I got myself a very good husband and the most supportive gentleman that I have in my life. I really thank God for him, one, Mr. Kihika, and we started life. And that time, I got my first baby. But Lucy, I can assure you, as much as my baby came, my boss ignored to see that my baby has come. So what does that mean? That means my salary was never increased to increase the expenses that came along with my young family. I got the second born. You know, the first one is actually 20.5 years. So the second one came and the same thing happened. So I realized, you know what? The expenses are becoming more, but the income is constant. It's not changing. And at that point, when I was thinking what else to do, I remember a friend of mine just tagged a book, you know, by my side. And I got this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And that book inspired me a lot because the book was talking about that you cannot build wealth in a job. And it talks about the 4 quadrants of life, you know, the employed, the self-employed, the big business, you know, and for me and the investors. And I started thinking, wow, how can I be part of this? So Lucy, that triggered me to think about what else I can do. Do you know, I started some businesses on the side, even before network marketing. Some of them, it's a story that I'll share with you when on that cruise, because we're going for cruise very, very, very soon.
Yay.
Some of the, and let me tell you, I started a tradition business, and when I remember that business, I tell people, if you want to start some of these tradition business and you're working, they are not easy because people steal from your business when you're in the office. So along the way, I met network marketing through someone that I didn't know again. And that person told me that I can make an extra income. And for me, the word was extra income. Why? Because I needed something to supplement my income. I needed something to help me add and pay bills in a better way. And more importantly, I needed something that will help me achieve my dream and goals, you know, when I'm still young. I always say, I don't want to drive my dream machine when I cannot, you know, drive at that speed. I don't want to live in that dream home when I cannot climb up the stairs and run after my children. So for me, those are the things that triggered me to start the business in network marketing, but in a different company. And I would say, if I count the years now, heading to 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Let's say, yes.
Wow, 15 years you've been doing network marketing. So in those 15 years, at what point did you come across and join Opulence Global?
I would say let me take you back slightly just to share with you. Yes, I started the business part-time, the company that I was before. I won't mention the name, but it was American. It is actually an American-based company. And I started doing the business part-time. But because of my desire, to succeed, because of the dream, I pushed myself. I did my business part-time. And Lucy, I started achieving my dreams as a young mother early enough. What do I mean by that? One of the most dream I wanted also was to have time with my young children, because I believe that I am the first teacher to my children before they go to school, before they go to the community out there. And I wanted to inspire my children and, be the role model. I wanted to be there with them. So in 1.5 years, doing the business part-time when I started, I doubled my salary. Lucy, you know how much we used to earn. I actually tripled. And that is the time I wrote that resignation letter and I left the job market. And I said, you know what? I want to be a full-time mom who can take care of her children and have the freedom of time. And the same time I was making money with the company where I was, I realized network marketing works if you're ready to work it. To bring you closer to network market, to Opulence Global. So 2018, January to be precise, what happened was in this business forum, because I joined the community of business people, very early in the morning, I met this man who came to the meeting. And I remember he flashed a card to me and told me, you know what, my name is Reza Mesgalo. He said, we are bringing a new product in the market in Kenya, and I'm looking for people that I can work with. We are bringing the most powerful antioxidant that is going to be launched in February 2018. He was giving me promise of a product that he didn't have. But let me tell you, Lucy, I remember that evening when we had a meeting, me and him, I asked him so many questions. And these questions, because he answered so well, he actually won my heart, And I'll tell you, some of the things that really made me decide to actually leave where I was and come to Opulence Global, some of them, one of them was, the product is great, We have wonderful products, including fashion line. Listen, I love wearing my fashion items. So that really triggered me. But in terms of the business, I had to think like an entrepreneur. What is in there for me? Am I coming in here to make money? Am I coming in here to go to the next level of my life? And the question was yes. I saw things like this business is a turnkey business. I saw things like a business that you can start in minutes. Things like global expansion is so fast. I don't have to leave my country. I don't have to leave my home for me to expand my business globally. The other thing I saw is that Opulence Global, he shared with me, told me you will get a full website. You're going to get an online shop, and a back office. Those are things that really were like music in my ears. And he told me the company will actually manage all that for you. Let me say something else. He said, you don't need to have inventory so much, because most companies, and even where I was, you have to have loads and loads of products in your house. He told me you don't need to have all this inventory in your house, because your online shop is loaded with everything that you need. And what about the worldwide sales? I asked, are you sure I can sell my product to anybody in the world without leaving my country, without leaving my home? Because where I was, it was impossible. And the answer was yes. So Lucy, and now to add the icing on the cake, he showed me the compensation plan. He showed me where the money is. And to me, show me the money, I want to be where the money is, because money gives us options. So when he showed me the compensation plan, I did not waste time. I told him, let's meet tomorrow. I'm going to start my business now. But one thing I asked him, are you going to show me how to do it? Are you promising to hold my hand? I'm a very teachable person. And he said, Nancy, if you're willing and ready, you're looking at the teacher. That is my sponsor, Mr. Reza Mescalo. And 4 years later, he's still my teacher. And he still tells me the same, that you're looking at the teacher because the teacher is available and my student is here with me.
Oh my goodness, that's such an amazing, amazing story or journey. Even your transition from another network marketing after 11 years, you actually saw things you are looking for and you decided to make that switch after 11 years. We know humans, change most of the times we are not very receptive to change, but well done for making that move. Now, let me just ask you very quickly. You are among the first people who had about Opulence Global in Kenya. Kindly share with us how that was and how the opportunity or whatever you saw, how was it received in this country, Kenya, from you? Because you are among the first people who now, when you got it, you started trickling it down. How was the reception? How was it?
Wow, Lucy, let me start that statement answering this way, that I am one person, I believe in creating a life with a vision, that the possibilities of my life are endless. And the possibilities of my business partner, who is Opulence Global, is endless. So when I saw it, and I saw, wow, a big vision. I saw my life without possibilities that are endless. So yes, remember when Reza came to that business meeting, we were quite a number of us. And some of them followed him actually to know how they can start the business. And indeed they started. But let me tell you, Lucy, just like many people, you realize there are people who don't want to hold onto something when it is new because they have a lot of fear of maybe what will happen tomorrow. And some of them, it is just fear of unknown. And those people, they picked the ball and as quickly as possible, they dropped it. Can you imagine? So they dropped the business because they were like, how do we do the business in this country? We don't have an office. Most people, and especially in Kenya, they're used to walking into a physical office. They look at the product and they say, I want this, I want this, I want this, they order and walk out. But this is a new model, totally. A model where we don't have a physical office. It is online. So they dropped the ball and I decided, you know what, I am not going to leave this because remember, the possibilities of my life is endless. And that is what I tell myself. And the possibility of this company that has come my way, it is also endless. And I have to build the vision and have to carry this vision. So Lucy, they left me, but I thank God because when one door closes, so many other doors are waiting. And I kept on knocking. I got good leaders. That's the time, Lucy, I got you. I got Lucy Karanja on board. Now she was like, I can do this business. I got leaders like Febronia Opondo, Christine Karemi, and these are the people right now, they're in the mastermind group that I work with. People who told me, Nancy, even when things were so difficult in Kenya, we can do it. And someone might be asking, how difficult was it? Remember, we didn't have any office in our country, Kenya. We were not used to buying things online. Can you imagine? It was so hard, even someone to trust us that they can run their card and it will not be hacked. Those are things that we used to deal with. It was so difficult in my country to tell someone that they can actually buy things online and put on their, their credit card or their debit card. Then, as if that was not enough, we had to deal with the challenges of the customs. Can you imagine? The products are here. We don't even know anything about the customs. And we had to learn. I said, I am not going to drop this baby. This baby has to walk. This baby has to grow. And whatever it takes, I am ready to do it. So just to let the people on the call know, it was not an easy start. I had to learn, we had to learn. Today, tell me how to calculate for you duties and taxes. You would think I work at the customs office. But only a few of us had to come out and say, and this is what I always say, if not me, who else? Who else? because I saw the vision of my country, the vision of Africa, and I was like, if I drop this baby, then we're going to kill so many people's dreams that are waiting, so many people who are waiting for this vision, and only through us they can know about it. So, but you know what? At least God is faithful. We were able to overcome that. Now we have created a system. The company has helped us. We have a CEO with a heart of gold. We have such a wonderful team in the corporate. They walked the journey with us, even times when it was so difficult. There are times, Lucy, and I always tell people, and it is true, there are times I would feel like I can't put one foot in front of the other because of the challenges. But the company kept us there and told us we can do it. Go out, look for solution. We will be ready to implement the solution that we bring on the table. And that is what our company has offered us. And today we can look back and say it was worth it, because people, it doesn't matter which part of Kenya you are at, the products will be ordered in Canada and delivered to your door. It doesn't matter which county, which area, which home you are at. You don't have to gallivant the nation looking for the product. The company does it. It is an end-to-end system. So Lucy, to me, I am proud of that.
Wow.
That we did not drop the baby. And today, so many people are actually riding on that success.
Fantastic. So yes, I love that what you just said, and I like the way you've summarized the challenges that you went through, of which most of them, I remember them so well. However, do you have any success stories that you can share with us? Just a few, above all those challenges that you had went through. What are some of the success stories that you can just share?
Lucy, I'll go, and before I mention about the success stories, let me say something about challenges, because I have seen so many people fear challenges. I have seen so many people, say, I can't, because, oh my God, I can't be able to go through that. And I want to say this: if you look at challenges in a different way, in a positive way, you'll actually want to face these challenges, because challenges are great. And in businesses, challenges are great. Why? Because they are great because of challenges help to solve problems. The bigger your paycheck. So if you're dreaming of a bigger paycheck, the bigger the problems that you will solve. Or, the many the challenges that you solve. So let's not fear challenges, because when you overcome the challenges again, you don't become a victim, but you become a victor. So because of that, I have seen us in Kenya building success stories from people who started using the product and the products work. Let me give you this story. I remember when I got my first package, it came with our antioxidant for the visitors. We have such a wonderful product, the most powerful antioxidant, a supplement that I recommend to everybody. It's called the Fountain of Life. I'm so proud of this product. And Lucy, let me share with you this story. I divided my 6 bottles, and my good friend, Lucy Karanja, who was so unwell that time, I decided, you know what, I'm going to give Lucy one of these bottles. And I went there and I told her, Lucy, you know what, you're so sick, you've been down for the last, I don't know how many weeks. And I told her, Lucy, take this Fountain of Life. If it doesn't kill you, it will heal you, And to be honest, and this is a true story, 3 days later, Lucy was able to wake up. She would make a cup of tea for herself. And she would go to the office. To me, that was such a mega story, such a milestone. And she helped me build more confidence that this product worked. I'm giving Lucy's story because I started with her from the beginning to the end. And even now, she had this leg that every time you remember, Lucy, when we went to the office and she would see staircase, it would take her minutes and minutes to climb one staircase. Today she runs, she has lost weight. So we have very good testimonials of products, people who have actually recovered from lifestyle diseases like diabetes and all these complications. We also have success stories of people who have lived a vibrant life, starting with me. People ask me, where do you get your energy? What is it that you take? And let me tell you, my products, they give me that energy, because our products not just for people who are unwell, they are actually for people who are healthy and they want to live a healthy lifestyle. Let me mention about the lives that we have changed. Lucy and everybody on this call, I just want to remind to share this story, or to share this, that in our country, if you look at the average earning in terms of salary, where people are paid after 30 days, the average income of a Kenyan, I would say, give and take, we give it $300. That's like 30,000 Kenya shillings, take home, an average. And this business, we have so many people in our organization in Kenya, people who earn more than that in a week, because we are paid weekly. We are not paid end of the month, we are paid weekly. So many people who are earning $500 a week. Can you imagine? People who are able to pay school fees for their children. And not just in Kenya, abroad, like you, Lucy Kuri, I'm looking at you, So we have success stories that we have created in our own country, outside our own country, because as we said yes, because I said yes. So Lucy, the success stories are amazing. If you listen to people sharing their stories, sometimes I want, I tear, because I always ask, what if I dropped this baby, where would these people be? Their health, their finances, self-development. So many people say, I would not even speak in front of people, including myself. I didn't know how Zoom works, Only through my company, Opulence Global, I was trained how to do Zoom. Today, I am unstoppable. So we have incredible stories, and everybody has a chance and opportunity to improve their life, whatever it is that they're looking for.
Wow, thank you, Nancy. Oh, that's such a journey. Thank you very much for that overview on where you came from, what you faced. Now let's look at where you are today. What is happening in the business right now? And what plans do you have? Because as we call you, you're the Queen of Africa. You are our leader. So what plans do you have for us? Those of us who are looking up to you.
The name Queen of Africa, it came with my team, because of the work that we had started doing, not only in our own country, but in Africa. And I want to start by mentioning that Kenya has given birth to many other countries. Kenya has given birth to many other cities within our own country, for those who don't know Kenya. And let me first of all start by saying other countries that have enjoyed the good products, have enjoyed the business, have enjoyed the transformation of this company because Kenya said yes. And I'll just mention a few of them. A country like South Sudan, we have leaders in South Sudan who actually today they say how grateful they are because they're able to get this product. And that was born through Kenya. We have countries like when we go to the South Africa, one of our great leaders from Kenya who is in South Africa and leading that market. Look at Namibia, what is happening? Because Kenya said yes, and we are expanding in that region as well. If you mention the West Africa side of Africa, from Kenya, we have Nigeria, we have Ghana, Burkina Faso, we are actually looking for ways to take products in Burkina Faso. Lucy, we are having that discussion because already we have partners in Burkina Faso. Look at Central Africa, DRC, being led by one of our great lifestyle director, and here in Kenya, that she decided she will even take the business there, of course, in collaboration with other leaders who origin from there. Look at a country like Malawi. I mean, really, Tanzania. Uganda, we have customers, and we are bringing now Uganda on board in terms of business. Just to mention but a few within the African region. Outside African region, countries like UK, we have so many partners there from Kenya origin all the way, and also African, and the UK being led by one of our great leaders, Stella Bassi, who lives there. Look at what we are doing in Ireland. Lucy, remember when you got a partner in Ireland? I was like, oh my God, yes. Which part of Europe is this? These are the possibilities. And I want to say, just to give you that, what about in the Asian market? Lucy, it existed in my dream that one day I can have business partners in the Asian market. And I'm so proud to say we have customers VIP customers and partners actually right now as we speak in Singapore. There's a friend of mine who told me, how can I access the Fountain of Life? And she was able to buy from my shop and the products were delivered in Singapore. What about Philippines? We have a team that is growing in Philippines and they're here tonight. Yeah. And Malaysia is coming. Thailand is coming. And this is what, Lucy, I always like advising, and even the partners on the call. Every time when you see your leader or leaders focusing on a certain region, even in your own country, a certain city, even in your own country, where your leaders go, follow them. Even if you don't follow them physically, follow them by sharing the contact. Now, I want to say this to everybody because we have a lot of partners on the call. Where you see your company, the corporate itself, building, please follow. And if you can be there before them, the better. Because clearly that tells you will have an opportunity to have a big share of the cake. Because the cake is big and it's big for everybody. But the question is, how big do you want your cake to be?
Wow.
So that is what I can say. We have great plans. For us in Kenya, we are focusing different counties or different cities. And the partners, you have seen what we are doing with Nakuru County. You have seen what we are doing with Bungoma, Eldoret. We are focusing those regions. And please, don't waste time. Whether you are an African who lives abroad and you have contacts here in Kenya, don't let that pass you. Whether you are Kenyan who live out there, please make sure that you're tapping into the networks that we're building here, and we're going to help you grow as we grow. Because for us, we are unstoppable. The ground is laid, everything is done, we are running, and the company is there to support us. All the challenges, now we are looking at them, at the back, because they're all over that. We are over that. So for us, is to run and make sure that you don't miss this opportunity.
Awesome, awesome. What a challenge. Yes, you said it, Nancy. Well, yeah, we definitely have to grow and we have the opportunity. I love the chats, they're just blowing. And yes, we realize Thailand is in the house, but you know what we're talking about is we want to have food anywhere where our leaders have gone. We also want to have roots there emanating from Africa. That's what we're talking about. Thank you very much, Nancy. As we move on and we come towards the close, let me just ask you, what advice would you have for the partners on this call? Those ones who are wondering, who are still on the edge, on that painful edge, wondering, does this business really work? And I'm looking at partners who are under 1 year, partners who are over 1 year, partners who are over 4 years like me. What advice would you have for all of us, all the partners on this call? Nancy, over to you.
Allow me to say that I have seen, even in my previous company where I was, partners or people joining the business and people saying the business doesn't work. I have met so many people and they ask me, oh, network marketing, Nancy, no, that doesn't work. Yes, Lucy, you are one of them. And you were so, you were on point. I don't do that business. Still, when I showed you where the money was, and you're like, okay, I can do this. But let me go straight to the question. So I want to tell them it is true. Our business doesn't work. I want to disappoint them and tell them our business doesn't work. I want to disappoint them and tell them, yes, Opulence Global doesn't work. And it is true, network marketing doesn't work. That is the truth, because there's no company that works. It is us who work. Unfortunately, people think this is a pyramid scheme. It is not. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not a place where you'll come, say, I have invested this amount of money as your capital, sit back and say, where is my money tomorrow? No, you have to be ready to work. And I've seen many people fear this 4-letter dirty word. It's called 4-letter dirty word, work. And most people, they'll rather be in the job, the job, just over broke. So this business doesn't work. But let me tell you, what will inspire you to work is the reason why. If you have a big reason why you're doing this business or why you want to come on board, then you will do it. So your why must be so big, it should make you cry, your why. So if your why is big enough, the how does not matter. Remember, when I started, some people dropped the baby and I said, I am not going to let this baby fall. Because when I looked at my why, I said the how doesn't matter. People will say no to me, you know, and you know what? If they say no, I look at it, they don't say no to me. They actually say no to their dreams. I don't take it personal. So I want to encourage each one of you on the call and tell you, revisit the reason why you want to be in this business. Revisit your dreams, why you want to do this business. And if your reason is big enough, that is the boss that will actually make you wake up in the morning, whether it is raining, whether it is sunshine, and chase that dream. The other thing I will say, don't get discouraged, you know, because most people fear that someone will say no. It is okay, they're just saying no to their new machine. And next time they will see you driving your new machine and they will say, you know what, you're so lucky. So I will just want to encourage you and tell you, this business, if you're ready to work it, it will work. If you're ready to put in the work and effort, come here being teachable. It doesn't matter what you know out there. It doesn't matter whether you're in corporate. It doesn't matter even if you're the best salesperson, lady or gentleman out there where you work. When you come here, you learn how this business is done. It doesn't matter what you're doing out there. It doesn't matter how educated you are. In fact, we say in our business, education, it's good. It helps you become better in the society. And with education, when you come here, you grasp it and you will run. So for me, I just want to tell the partners here, whether you're young, whether you're old, revisit the reason why you joined this business. And when you look at that reason, you will wake up and work, because our company has everything. We have trainings, we have systems that work, we have support system from the corporate, we have support system from our My5, you know, the uplines who help you. So you have everything. It is plug and play. So just look at the reason why you want to do the business again. And if that reason is big enough, then the people who discourage you, I call them the discouragement committee that make us quit the business, then you know what? They will not have any room for you. And you can do it.
Wow, wow. Yes, that is heavy and so true. You have spoken to me, and I know you've spoken to my fellow partners on the call. But you know, we are not all partners. There's some of us who have just been invited to come and get this inspirational story. And what would you tell us if I'm considering network marketing? What would you tell me? What would you tell me if I'm looking for extra income? What would you tell me if I'm complaining about everything that is not working in my life. Like for those of us in Kenya, complaining about low pay, complaining about higher fuel prices, which and also is happening in the US and around the world, complaining about, higher food prices, the hot political climate that we are facing right now, like in Kenya, because of the upcoming elections. If I'm full of those complaints and all those reasons why I cannot do this, what advice would you have for me, Nancy? Because I know we have those excuses, and I call them excuses. We have so many whys. What would you tell us?
Lucy, I like the way you have called them excuses. And I can tell you, so many people have missed this opportunity because of those excuses. Oh, I can't talk like you. Oh, I can't be articulate like you. Oh, you know. Oh, you're so lucky. Let me tell you, Lucy, again, to their friends and relatives on the call, brothers and sisters who are here, and maybe you're thinking, what can I do at this time? I'll tell you that adversity is the mother of all invention, all right? And those who will change their mindset, the people who will change their mindset and embrace the new normal, they will be favored by destiny. What that means is, look at what is happening now. Look at what is happening in the world today. And most of us are still in the old way of thinking. Most of us, we are still wishing and hoping, I'm hoping things will go back to normal. I'm hoping this COVID that it will, will just go back to normal. And honestly, the world has evolved. Those 2 years, things have changed. And there are things that will never go back to the old way.
Yes.
So there are those people who are saying, like in our country right now, we are in an election year and we know what happens during election year. And the people who are saying, let's wait for the election to end. I can tell you for sure that election will come and end. But if you don't change, nothing will change. Just like one time our president, I think sometimes last year, but one, I'm not very sure when he said this statement. And he said this, that the old ways won't open the new doors. And it's not about how ready you are, because so many people are never ready. So many people say, I'm not ready. So many people, oh, let me go and think about it. So many people say, oh, let me go and consult. It is not how ready you are. It's about your adaptability. And the reason why he was saying that, he was encouraging us in Kenya to look at the new opportunities that are presented by this pandemic, to look at what we can change. Can you imagine that statement coming from our own Kenyan president? It's because he knew that the world is evolving and the world will never go back to the old way. So Lucy, I just want to encourage those people who are on this call as visitors, and they're thinking, can I not? Do I pick this business or not? And I just want to say, like what that statement said, that the old ways won't open the new doors. It is time that the world has evolved. The e-commerce is here, and that is what our company does. Opulence Global did not change or did not adapt to e-commerce because of this pandemic. Our company since 2005, has actually been doing business through the e-commerce platform. I came, and this is where I saw the real e-commerce business being done. So I just want to tell you, if you're looking for something to do part-time, we are not telling you to leave your job. We're not telling you to leave your business. We are not telling you to leave what you do, but you're saying, pick this opportunity and tap into the other countries' economies like we have done. So that when our economy in our country is struggling, the Europe market economy is not struggling. The Asian market is not struggling. The first world countries, US, Canada, they're not struggling. So look at it and say, what else can I do? And if you can add an extra income to what you're earning, you'll be able to afford the fuel. Look at it. Today, do you know, today midnight, if you don't know, our fuel has gone up with 5 shillings. You know, a liter today of fuel, maybe in dollars, Lucy, how much can we say? About 150 almost, 150. Yeah. All right. Kenya shillings for a liter. Yes. So when you make an extra income, we will afford those things because there's nothing much we can do. The food, everything has gone up. So I want to encourage anybody listening on this call. It is time for us to accept that change is here with us, and we have to embrace the new ways of doing business. I know so many people have heard about network marketing, and people ask me, is this company like? And I want to tell you, our company is not like any other company out there. Lucy, I must share this. A few days ago, I met one of highest earners in one of the companies because they thought they can sit me down and convince me about their business. She is my friend here. But I want to tell you, I told her our compensation plan, you cannot match it. And she thought I was joking. And I told her, you know, when you tell me that you are paid last month, this end month, and you're paid every month, we are paid weekly. Okay? And I told her our compensation plan, we don't have flash out. And yours, every month you're starting from zero. So what are you saying? We have the best. So if you want to hear this again and again, in terms of compensation plan, Opulence Global has the best paying plan. You just need to come, plug in, and we are going to support you. You will have such a great support system. You will have great mentors as long as you're willing and ready. And I'll tell you just like what my sponsor told me. Nancy, if you're willing and ready, then the teacher is here. And even today, those words he always tells me. So Lucy, that is what I can tell our friends who are on the call, visitors who are here, that there's no better time to plug in than now, because whether you like it or not, our government is not going to bring table food on the table in your house. School fees, they will not pay for your children, whether you like it or not. People are busy campaigning now to get themselves jobs. What about you and me? Let's think about ourselves, and this opportunity has come. Remember, old ways won't open new doors. Yes. It's not about how ready you are, it's about your adaptability. Thank you so much, Lucy, and back to you.
Incredible. I don't know if you, but ladies and gentlemen, you're getting the goosebumps because I am. It's quite sunny where I am, but what Nancy has just shared gives me goosebumps in a very good way, in a very challenging way. Thank you, Nancy, for compressing, that's your journey in just 45 minutes. I know there's a lot you'd have liked to share with us, but you know what? We need to leave some for next time. We don't, so that we can have something new to hear from you. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we'll open for comments or questions if you have. And I will start with one question that we have in the chat, which is from Janet Omolo. And Janet is asking, can you please share more about bringing the business to Uganda and the progress? Nancy, I know this is something you're championing that is very close to your heart about our, your strategy with Uganda, which is just our neighboring country. Over to you. I'm asking on behalf of Janet Omolo. Please bring your questions, put more questions so that we can answer them. Over to you, Nancy.
Thank you so much, Janet. Thank you so much. I would say this in Uganda because we have quite a number of customers, people who use our products. One of the things that we realized was the shipping to Uganda. It was so tough, but today the shipping to Uganda is just like Kenya, end to end. The company will bring in the products. They have an agency who will clear and deliver to the door. So right now, what we are looking at we are actually looking for someone who can lead the market. So if Janet, someone who can actually, a great leader on the ground, who can lead the market, that is what I am hunting for. I'm hunting for that, and I'm getting a lot of connections. So if you know anybody who would like to champion the market in Uganda, be the leader of that market, because we have quite a number of clients, but we are looking for a business leader, kindly share with us. We have solved the issue of shipping, and that was our hiccup in Uganda, but right now it is just as good as Kenya.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Nancy. Okay, any other question? Yes, Naima, I know gas prices have also gone up in the US, but you know what? Opulence Global will make us not feel the pinch of those price hikes because we have the vehicle that we need. Kindly, if you have any comment, raise your hand, or you can put up your hand so that I can enable you to talk. Anyone who has a question, kindly raise your hand, or even a comment. Yes, we have our partner, our leader in Namibia, Frida Anguku. Your hand is raised, please unmute yourself. Frida, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me, Lucy?
Loud and clear, Frida.
Can you hear me,
please
Lucy?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Frida, and I'm from Namibia, a proud lifestyle advisor, and I'm here since 29th of June last year, 2021. I am just having a comment, not a comment, but I just want to praise our Queen of Africa, Nancy Kihika. I'm in Namibia, and this lady, this phenomenal lady, is working so hard that she is putting everyone under her wings. So far as Namibia, the Kenyan ladies, under the leadership of our Queen of Kenya, Africa, Nancy Kihika, she is doing the best of best. Thank you very much for your leadership, Nancy, and very inspiring. Lucy Kuria, our principal, you are doing the great job. You just did it today. And thank you very much all. We are going and we are moving. Please, let's go. Prospectors who are on the call, let's go. This is true. This is really true, what Nancy has just said. Thank you, Lucy. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Frida. And of course, with what you're doing in Namibia and South Africa, we are soon going to call you Frida Anguku, Lifestyle Director 1 or 2. You are on the right track. Keep it up. Now, let me have also another leader, Febronia Opondo, our Lifestyle Director 2, who also has a comment. Go ahead.
Yes,
Febronia.
Yes. Lucy, thanks a lot for that opportunity. Nancy, you did it again. Today, I'm actually wondering if today I were asked if I were to start this business today, now that you know how this thing is done. Because when you came talking to us the first time you talked to us, I was among the people who are wondering, Nancy, what are you actually saying when you're talking about e-commerce? I was wondering, Nancy, how can I have a shop on Space? Where is the shop? I was among the people. But today, Nancy, you have actually made me become like, I don't know, that person. I can do my business anywhere without anybody's presence, Nancy, because you have actually built me, if I may use that word, building me, picking me from the ground. I tell people I am a BBC, born before computers. Nancy, I'll never stop reminding people that if maybe of all the human beings on this earth, if maybe can do this business, coming from that background, where the farthest I'll go with my phone is WhatsApp. You know, that was the farthest I could go. But today I can navigate my phone. You give me a laptop, I go to the other, I move to another space. I can't come back to where I was at first. But today I can teach. I can even teach you things that you have taught me and maybe you've forgotten. Or I go to new sites and I come and tell you, Nancy, I've discovered this. Opulence Global, I say it's a university, Nancy, without graduation. Come here the way you are. It will pick you from baby class to PhD, past PhD, and you'll be somebody you didn't imagine you can become. This is the place. Nancy, I thank you because among the many friends we had in the other company, you chose me and I can't thank you enough. Thanks a lot. God bless you. And continue helping, continue with that motto, picking so many people. And you who is being picked by whoever is talking to you today, please accept, say yes, the rest, leave it to us. Thank you, Nancy and Lucy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Phoebe.
Go ahead, Nancy. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Phoebe. And thank you for agreeing to be with me. You know, we were in the same company with you. And, you know, when I tell people that we have the best here, Phoebe is always there to stamp because she has so much information about network marketing. She has a lot of knowledge. She's one of our great trainers. And I'll say, you're very stubborn for success. Let's run because this is our chance for us to go to the next level.
Thank you, Nancy, for that. Before we get somebody else, there's a question here from Hilaire Yuma. Hi, Nancy. I know you're close to Rwanda. Would you share a strategy to join the Rwanda markets?
Super. I don't know whether the person who has asked the question, they're in the business or they want to join the business. I would say Rwanda and Uganda, the strategy is the same. Lucy, remember we started the Rwanda market, but they went through a challenge and we are picking up Rwanda again. Why? Because we still want to have a strong person on the ground in Rwanda, someone now who can run with the business. And now that we know better in Africa, this time round for Rwanda, it will just be, you know, smooth sail when we get the right people on board.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, I hope that Hilaire, you can tell us whether that is adequate for you. For now, as you put your charts over there, let me invite another lifestyle director, one from Kenya, one of our amazing bubbly leaders. Right now, she's in another county building. Like Nancy said, we are spreading, not only Nairobi, but we are moving outside to the different counties. And here we get our bubbly, Karemi Christine. Over to you.
Thank you, Lucy. I hope I'm audible. Nancy. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, you are in the midst of royalty. This lady, you know, she's a very serious lady. And in the past, I've always told you she's got that serious streak about her. But let me just tell you, she's also so much fun because Nancy keeps reminding you in a very loving way to do your work, yet at the same time, you're having fun. And I'm so glad that this call happened because I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much for going beyond everything to pull out your leaders from the comfort of our homes and took us away on a weekend where we could sit down, strategize. And that is why 2022 is looking up. This is why you hear I'm in another county. I moved out of Nairobi. I want to build. Nancy keeps reminding me to value my time. Use it with intention, you know, and to not to reach for perfection, but to make my dreams happen and take action in everything that I do. So Nancy, oh my gosh, the pride. I'm so glad I'm not being seen on camera because you know what's happening to me right now. But ladies and gentlemen, we're on this call. Nancy is that super champ. I am so proud of you, Nancy. We are going places and I'm liking the questions that are coming in Uganda, Rwanda, all of Africa. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's tackle this. Let's build it and keep at it. Keep going, Nancy. You are making moves. Many of us will cry at this point when they continue talking. But thank you so much. And Lucy, you're doing such a wonderful job. Keep unveiling us, keep unveiling all of us. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Karemi. Lucy, let me also add something. So sorry. Let me add something about Uganda and Rwanda. and any African country, just for the leaders who are even abroad and they want to focus to build this market. We normally have our call, we normally have even our local calls that we encourage all African market to attend. It doesn't matter who sponsored you, it doesn't matter which team you come from, and that's why we have a slogan, one team, one united Africa, because indeed it does not matter, and most of our timings work. So if Rwanda, like the person who asked, you have someone in Rwanda, we are going to share with you the timing you can invite them in our calls. And when they join, they start joining our local calls like what you have had, and we are able to build that, we are able to build them together. So don't worry, those are the strategies. When someone joins, we pick them, one United Africa, and we build together. So you don't have to worry about that. Karemi, thank you so much for that. And I would say we keep giving incentives for our team. So we had an incentive for the leaders. If leaders, you want to know, you can chat me on the side.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Nancy, for that. And now let me take a flight. And I land in Manila. And I meet this gentleman who has, let me not even say much. I know it's 11 p.m. there, but he never misses our calls. Raymond Cerillo, our lifestyle advisor, who's just about to clock Lifestyle Director 1. Please unmute and give us your question or comment. Raymond?
Hello, Lucy. Good evening from Philippines.
Good evening.
Good evening, Miss Nancy. You both look great tonight, and thank you for what a wonderful and powerful call. And I don't have any question, but a little his comment on how our amazing sponsor, Miss Nancy, works. She's not just a sponsor and upline, but she is a working leader. And speaking of work, there was one question that we had with my great sponsor, Ms. Rizel, about how many drops does a bottle of Fountain of Life has? That's a great question I asked Ms. Nancy. And you know what? We were so amazed on how she delivered and answered the question, because at that point, she mentioned that a bottle, a 30 ml bottle, is about 400 drops because she takes 10 drops a day and it lasts for a month. And I questioned because there was one call that said it's about 1,000 drops. Google says it's 600 drops. Who would I follow? So based on the label, because I do really I love math actually, and I computed 5 drops is about 0.12 ml, and I took 1,250 drops from that computation. And you know what? What amazed us really is Miss Nancy did it manually, putting a drop to another empty bottle. And what she found out is it's between 900 to 1,000 drops, and it makes sense. And we were so awed by that time, because who would do that? Actually, nobody can do that. Only Miss Nancy can answer that wonderful question based on the actual drop that she has with the Fountain of Life. And from that point, I believe we had a great leader in Africa, and I would like to thank the opportunity that have been shared with me by my amazing and powerful leader as well, Ms. Rizel. And we are in good hands here in the Philippines with the team and support that we have with Sarita and all other partners here in the Philippines. Thank you, Lucy and Miss Nancy. What a wonderful call again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raymond, for that. That's really, yes, thank you. That's all I can say. Just thank you.
Let me say something, Lucy.
Sure. Please go ahead.
Just to let people know that Raymond in Philippines, today they are also really enjoying the business we are doing here in Africa. That their team is not just in Philippines, but their team is also part of the team that we're bringing here in Africa. Can you imagine that kind of collaboration? And that is what we are saying, that when we spread our wings, we will all enjoy the big cake. It doesn't matter which part of the world you are at. Thank you so much, Raymond. Great work that you're doing with Rizel and the team. I salute you, and I really thank God that you're part of the people we are working together with. And you made my dream come true, the team, because it was in my bucket list. And we are going to do more and more together. Thank you.
Oh, you heard that, Ringwon? I'm envious, but that's fantastic. Now, I love this business. Let me take a flight. And now I'll land in Ottawa. I meet another phenomenal leader, one of our French leaders globally. Justine, over to you. Please unmute yourself.
Bonjour les reines de l'Afrique.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
I don't want to say the Queen of Africa. I don't want to say it in French. Les reines de l'Afrique. Huh? Thank you so much for this wonderful leadership cocktail. Thank you, Lucy, for great hosting. Thank you, Nancy, for being such a great leader. And thank you for uniting all the Africans, no matter where they are, from Africa, from abroad, and making us to feel like we are African. I'm from Africa. I'm living in Canada, but I know that I have my sisters there. If I know someone from this country and that country, I know that I can come and knock at your door and say, okay, listen, girls, we have people in that part of the Africa. Let's build the business together. So thank you so much for this great leadership. You always inspire me. I know we met when I came to visit Kenya. You also came here in Canada. It was a great connection. And that's the part of the business here in Opulence Global, building business, working with partners around the world. So thank you again. And back to you, Lucy.
Merci beaucoup, Justine. I also know a bit of French and I can also show off a bit. Thanks a lot for that comment. And it was also a pleasure meeting you. And we know we can count on you. You know how many times you've come through for me personally. And I appreciate you as a sister on the, from the other side of the world. There's a question for Nancy. Is there
Can I say merci beaucoup to Justine? Justine, you know, you're a true sister. And let me tell you, when you talk about Africa, remember, you're one of the leaders who really who are so focused and holding us as well. So we are going to work together. We are going to make Africa shine again. I'm counting on you, and together we'll make Africa great, and we will help our continent and our people. Thank you so much, Justine, and always being there even for our team, the French community, and mentoring them as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so Nancy, there's a question for you from Raphael. Is there any leadership in Ghana? I know we have partners there, but Nancy can tackle that, please.
Raphael, thank you so much for that question. Yes, I know we have leadership that is coming up in Ghana, and I can share with you more details on the chat. If you can chat me here privately, I will actually send you my WhatsApp, and then we pick it up from there. Yes, I know even our lifestyle director 3, Amaljit, all the way in Singapore. She's actually building Ghana. Can you imagine? So let's talk about it and see how we can help you in Ghana.
Thank you, Nancy. And then I also know we have partners from Kenya who in Ghana, and we can definitely work together. It's a global family. Right now, let me go to the US and I find Naima. Naima, please unmute yourself.
Hello, my dear ladies, Lucy and Nancy. I'm saying hello all the way from Minnesota. My name is Naima Abdinoor. I am part of Ifrah's team. I am so emotional right now listening to you guys. It is, phew. Oh my God. Like, I cannot believe, there's any other company out there who can connect the whole world. Like right now, when Raymond was talking, and also I was reading the chat and seeing Imelda talking about Atoto, who is in Kenya. Atoto is part of Imelda's team, and then Raymond is part of, I think, Nancy's team. And we are all connected, like all over the world. It doesn't matter which team or, what part of the world we are from, and there's no other company who are working together. No matter what team you are from, we all like brothers and sisters, like one big family. And here we have Naima, who was always the shyest kid in the class, or the whole family, who are now like everywhere I go, I'm Opulence head to toe. I'm talking about Opulence. I'm breathing, and you know, like just like everyone is tells me like right now, like, hey, I think you gone crazy. Like everywhere you go, all you talk about is Opulence. All you do is Opulence. You promoting and wearing and using and telling people to do the same. Like what has got into you? And I tell them like nothing has got into me. I'm just getting better and better. I'm learning and getting more healthier. I lost all the weight that I've been trying to lose for 4 years because of Fountain of Life. My family is getting healthier, especially my husband who's diabetic. So my team is growing. Like right now, it's in Somalia, in the UK, and also in parts of USA. And it's just, you know, the beginning. So thank you guys. It's so inspiring this morning. I thank you very much. And back to you, my dear. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, thank you very much, Naima. And I love that you are one shy person. Let me tell you, half of the partners I know on this call could not even say a word to save themselves. And today, we cannot keep them quiet. That's what this does to you. Thank you very much for sharing. Nancy, back to you so that you can invite the last person to share with us today.
Thank you so much. Also, let me say thank you so much, Naima, for that sharing. I will want to remind you, all the Africans out there, if you're building the African market, know that we're here to support. And that's why we say one team, one dream, and we add one united Africa. When we are in Africa, because we want to make everybody feel it doesn't matter which team you come from, you are here to build Africa, and we are here to support you. Thank you so much, Naima, for that. So Lucy, you want me to invite the last person because I think we should be closing the call in a few minutes. So this great lady, when I mentioned about the person who, to me, she really helped me build my believability. You know, I always love mentioning her story because her story built me. When I saw the product work on her, when I saw how the product worked, she actually sparked my believability that indeed this is a good product and the product works. Today, you can't believe it, that she's not tuning in from Kenya. She's all the way in Canada, Vancouver. This, my good friend, Lucy Karanja, this business, you can do it from any part of the world. She left Kenya last week. She's in Vancouver. And you wouldn't tell where she is because she's in charge of communication in our team. She's actually the communication director. All the meeting schedules are sent by her. And sometimes I'm wondering, Lucy, what time is it? And you're making sure that nothing is being missed out. So Lucy, I know you want to share something. We can give you 2 minutes. And here you are, unmute yourself, Lucy Karanja, and speak to us 2 minutes before we close the call. And tell us, how is Vancouver?
Thank you so much, Nancy, for giving me this short opportunity, and I really appreciate it. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone from wherever you're joining us all from. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm here visiting with my daughter, and I'm just on top of the world. Just a quick word, Nancy and everyone, is just to say thank you so much, especially to Nancy. The reason being that she is indeed the one who got me to join this absolutely mind-blowing company. Through the Opulence, because of my usage of Fountain of Life. And hence I got the name, the guinea pig of Africa. Yes, indeed, I am the guinea pig because, yes, I was a perfect sample for the Fountain of Life in Africa. And honestly, Nancy, number 2, I'll always be so grateful to you because you insisted on getting my debit card, whether I like it or not, and you put me in, you threw me under the bus, and guess what? I have never looked back. I love this company, and I love what I'm doing today. Thank you so much for your amazing leadership. You're always there, Lucy. You're always there to crack the whip on all of us. We truly appreciate everything. But Nancy, honestly, you are an absolutely mind-blowing, awesome leader. We're always looking up to you. You're always there for us. I can call you at any time and I'll say, Nancy, help, help. And you're always there. Thank you, girl. Really appreciate everyone in Opulence Global. And I'm super happy to have been here. It's only what? It's 8:20 in the morning. So I know my daughter is cursing me because she can hear me in the other room talking away. But hey, so what? Mommy talks. All right. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Indeed, our business, it's a global business. And you can do this business from any part of the world. So as a visitor, you're here, you've been here, you've listened. Let me tell you something. There's no better time to partner with this company than now. So I would like you to ask the person who invited you on this call, how can I hear more information? And at this point, if Lucy, you allow me, I can just share. On Tuesday, for those who are in the African timing, Tuesday, we will share more about the product, the company and the product. Next week on Tuesday, what time? 8 p.m. Kenyan time. You can book your diary. You know, you want to hear more about the business, the ching-ching part of our business. We do it on Thursday in the African market, Thursday, 8 p.m. Kenyan time. So there are some African countries who are behind with 2 hours, 1 hour. Please check again with your timing. And of course, the international market, they also know the timing. So for me, I just want to say, thank you so much for being here with us, giving us your time. We don't take that for granted. We really appreciate your time. And we want to say one day, we are going to celebrate our success in the beaches of the world. Can you imagine? Just reflect that one day, celebrating the success of our business in the beaches of the world. And I always say that if Nancy can do it, picking this business from a stranger, and the stranger is our highest earner, Mr. Reza Mesgalo, and doing this business through all those challenges that I have shared, today, I want to tell you, you can even do it better than me, because if I can, you can do it and even better. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I just want to let our moderator to close the lights for us and tell us bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. But you know, after you talk, I cannot be the one to talk. I can only end the call. And we're going to end the call in our usual style, and we'll just do it with Nancy, since you're the ones who are here. The call is coming to an end, and we appreciate, by the way, all the comments. I love the way the chats are just blowing up. I love it, love it, love it. But now we have to leave. Let us keep the rest, whatever is remaining, for the next time. So the call is coming to an end in 5, 4,
3,
2,
1.
One team,
team,
one
dream,
one united Africa.
One united Africa to the billion.
Billion to the billion.
And one world to the billion, everybody.
To the billion. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.